Okay, so we are live now from 7 Kids Code Foundation. Welcome to today's hackathon. So before we start, we have our team here with us. We are going to let our team introduce themselves so we know all of them that are participating in this hackathon. Let's start from group Future Coders. You mention your name so we know you.
My name is Jelda Akwagandi. I'm 13 years old.
My name is Dionysia Henricia, and I attend 7 Kids Coding Foundation.
My name is Bella Filiasu. I am 10 years old.
My name is Brad Adabaka, and I'm 14 years old.
My name is Ruel Mayenga, and I'm 13 years old.
Okay, so we hand over to Group Anonymous. So Anonymous will also introduce themselves for us to also continue.
My name is Faith. I am 8 years old.
My name is Percy Sogo. I am 12 years old. I am a participant of this hackathon event.
My name is Irina Aaron. I am 9 years of age.
My name is Ukumana Lama. I am 11 years old.
I'm Ivan Shwe. I'm 14 years old.
Okay, so we can see our team is ready to start. So we are starting from round 1. So we are going to test our hackathon coders some few questions and see what they got for us. So we are starting from Anonymous Group Anonymous. We are starting from Group Anonymous. You are the tech expert in your family. An uncle visits and asks, "What is technology? How will you explain it to him in simple words?" Remember, this is a group work, and I expect the answer coming should be accepted by the group before the answer comes. Because I'm not going to tolerate the answer coming and you are not sure of your answer, and there's going to be back and forth to the group. Make sure the group agrees on the answer before you give it to me. So, Group Anonymous. Yes, let's see what you have. Group Anonymous. The question goes again. You are the tech expert in your family. An uncle visits and asks, "What is technology? How will you explain it to him in simple words?" And you have 10 seconds. You have 10 seconds to provide the answer. Yes.
Programs or applications used to make life easier and simpler. For example, we have vacuum cleaners, we have desktop computers, etc.
Okay. So I'll give it to you. Okay, so future coders. Here we go. Imagine your grandma sees a smart vacuum. Imagine your grandma sees a smart vacuum cleaner for the first time and asks, "Is this also technology?" What will you say and why? It goes again. Imagine your grandma sees a vacuum cleaner for the first time and asks, "Is this also technology?" What will you say and why? It's group work, so you have to decide who is answering. Yes.
Yes, because it makes cleaning faster and easier.
Okay, so because you believe the vacuum cleaner is a technology because it makes cleaning faster and easier. Okay, I'll give it to you. Okay, so let's move on to our Group Anonymous again. Group Anonymous. Your little cousin asks, what is home technology? Your little cousin asks, what is home technology? How do you explain it without using big words? Remember, it's your little cousin and you have to explain this to him or her so he or she can grab it better. So how will you explain home technology to your little cousin? How will you explain home technology to your little cousin? You have 10 seconds. Remember, you have only 10 seconds. Okay, yes, let's hear from you.
To make
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's move on to group future coders. We are moving to future coders, group future coders. You are helping a friend with homework. You are helping a friend with homework. They ask, what is a computer? But they think it's just a TV. How do you explain it? You are helping a friend with a homework and they ask, what is a computer? But they think it's just a TV. How do you explain it? Group Anonymous. You have 10 seconds to provide me answer to this question.
Processes the inputs and stores the inputs and gives out output to the user.
Can you come again?
A computer is a device that accepts data as input, processes the data, stores it, and gives information as output to the user.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So, Anonymous, Group Anonymous. So let's go. Your dad brings a new gadget and asks you. Your dad brings a new gadget and asks you to name one part you use to give commands to a computer. Your dad brings a new gadget and asks you to name one part you use to give commands to a computer. What will you say? Your dad brings a computer. Yes, are you there? Your dad brings a new gadget and asks you to name one part you use to give commands to a computer. What will you say?
the keyboard.
The keyboard. That's good. That's good. Thank you. Thank you. So we move on to future coders. We move on to future coders. And your question goes, at school, your teacher asks you to name something a computer uses to show you results. At school, your teacher a monitor. Okay, that's good. Group Anonymous, are you ready? Okay. Your friend thinks internet is just Facebook. Your friend thinks internet is just Facebook. How will you explain what the internet really is? How will you explain what internet really is? Remember, you have 10 seconds. Remember, you have only 10 seconds.
Internet is a global network that of computers that in
You have 5 seconds more.
Internet is the global connection of computers interconnected with each other.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Okay. So we move on to what? Future coders. Are you ready? Okay. Your neighbor wants to know why their phone connects to the internet without a cable. What will you tell them? Your neighbor wants to know why their phone connects to the internet without a cable. What will you tell them? You have 10 seconds.
The phone has wireless fidelity, which helps devices connect to the internet without the use of physical cables.
Come again.
The phone has wireless fidelity or Wi-Fi, which helps devices connect to the internet without physical cables. Wireless fidelity or Wi-Fi.
Thank you. Okay. Group Anonymous. Are you ready? A friend who loves games asks. What is coding? A friend who loves game asks, what is coding? How do you explain in a way that makes sense to him? Make sure you think about the question word before you give me the answer. Listen to the question. A friend who loves games asks. What is coding? How do you explain it in a way that makes sense to them? You have 10 seconds, remember. You have 10 seconds. You have 7 seconds more. You have 5 seconds more.
Coding is inputting lines of code to a computer for the computer to follow.
Thank you. Okay. Now we continue. We move on to what? Future coders. We are still in what? Round 1. Okay, are you ready? Future coders. A younger sibling asks, what is Python? Do you tell them it's a snake or something else? A younger sibling asks, what is Python? Do you tell them it's a snake or something else?
It's a programming language.
What is a programming language? The question says, a younger sibling asks, what is Python? Do you tell them it's a snake or something else? Remember, you are talking to your younger sibling, for your younger sibling to understand. You have 5 seconds more.
It's an application.
What is an application?
Python is an application that gives commands to the computer to follow.
Okay, I'll give it to you. But next time, you have to be specific. The question says what? A younger sibling asks, what is Python? Do you tell them it's a snake or what? So this question is demanding 2 parts. So first, no, Python is not a snake. Then what is Python? Before you give me the definition you just gave me. That is what I'm expecting from you. So I'm going to give it to you this time around. Next time around, I'm not going to spare your group again. Okay. Make sure you listen to the questions carefully. We move on to what? Group Anonymous. Make sure you listen to the questions carefully before you answer them. Now, Anonymous, your teacher... Okay, let's go. You are teaching your little brother to code. He asks, what is a variable? How do you explain it?
A variable is like a container that stores information for future use.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Okay, we move on to future coders. Are you ready? So your friend wants to name their pet in Python. What is one example of variable name you could use? And you have 10 seconds.
Pet underscore name.
Pet underscore name. Okay, we'll give it to you. I believe you guys should clap for yourself and motivate yourselves now. Okay, we move on to what? Group anonymous. Are you ready? Okay. Okay. You are helping cook. You are helping cook. And someone says, follow this recipe step by step. How is that like an algorithm? You are helping cook. And someone says, follow this recipe step by step. How is that like an algorithm? And remember, you have 10 seconds. Okay, you are helping cook, and someone says, follow this recipe step by step. How is that like an algorithm? You have 5 seconds more to answer this question. You have 3 seconds more.
An algorithm is a step-by-step program given to a computer to
You answered me like you are not confident about your answer. This is the last chance. You have 2 seconds.
An algorithm is a step-by-step. An algorithm is a step-by-step sequence given to a computer to follow. So if you are seeing the relation between the two, as I mentioned earlier, algorithm is a step-by-step sequence the computer follows. So if you say follow the recipe step by step, that means you're using algorithm for the
Okay. Let's give it to him. Okay, are you ready for the next future coders? Future coders, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Your teacher asks, why do we use functions in Python? How do you explain it? Your teacher asks, how do we use function in Python? How do you explain it simply?
A function is a usable block of code that you can use multiple times.
Please be specific. Remember, you are speaking to your teacher, not a layman. Remember, you are speaking to your teacher, not a layman. You have 5 seconds. Yes?
It is easily used multiple times over and over in many lines of code.
I need more details because if I have to give you mark on this, I'm not giving you the full mark. So you have 2 seconds more to justify yourself to get a full mark.
A function is a reasonable block of code that can be used multiple times. So, if for instance, the function greet has a lot of characters and then I can't remember it when I want to use it again, I can just call the function greet and then everything there would come.
Okay. Let's give it to them. Okay. Now we go to what? Group anonymous. Go to group anonymous. A friend asks the difference between hardware and software, but keeps mixing them up. A friend asks the difference between hardware and software, but keeps mixing them up. How will you explain it? You have 10 seconds.
hardware is the physical and tangible part of a computer, but software is a part of a computer where you can see but can't touch?
You have 2 seconds more to justify yourself.
Hardware is the physical and tangible part of a computer, but software is part of a computer where you can see but not touch.
Okay. I'm not giving you the full mark. But let's give it to them. I'm giving you 8.5 over 10. Okay. Now let's move on to our future coders. Someone asks you to give one example of a mobile app you use daily. What will you say? Someone asks you to give one example of a mobile app you use daily. What will you say?
Google Chrome.
Okay, we'll give it to you. Okay. Group Anonymous, are you ready? You are coding and something goes wrong. A friend asks, is that a bug? How do you explain what a bug is? You are coding and something goes wrong. A friend asks, is that a bug? How do you explain what a bug is? You have 10 seconds.
So I'll tell my friend bugs are mistakes in our programs.
Okay, we'll give it to you. Okay, future coders, are you ready? Future coders group, we go. Your teacher says debug this code. What does that mean? If your teacher says debug this code, what does that mean? You have 5 seconds to answer this question.
It means to correct the errors in your code.
Okay. I'll give it to you. Give it to them. Okay. Group Anonymous, let's go. Your mom asks, why can't we use our computer without Windows? How will you explain? Remember, you are speaking to your mom. Your mom asks, why can't we use our computer without Windows? How will you explain? Remember, you are speaking to your mom and you have 10 seconds to provide an answer to this question.
So I'll tell my mom Windows is the operating system for the computer, and without it, it's like the PC is just a. So a PC needs the operating system in order for it to function.
Okay, I'll give it to them. Let's give it to them. Okay. We move to our future coders. Yes, future coders. Let's continue. Your cousin sees a smart bulb and asks if it's magic. What will you say? And remember, you are speaking to your cousin. I want the answer to sound like you are speaking to your cousin, not speaking to someone who is what? Okay, let's go. Your cousin sees a smart bulb and asks if it's magic. What will you say? Your cousin sees a smart bulb and asks if it's magic. What will you say?
I would say no. It is not magic. It is technology. It is AI. It is being done by AI or by its own, but not of human force.
Please be clear enough. I'm giving you 5 additional seconds to justify your answer for you to get a full mark. Please be clear with your answer. Yes.
No, it is controlled by artificial intelligence and automation, where everything is done on its own. So meaning when it is there and it detects that the light has to be turned on, it will come on its own without anyone telling it, or anyone putting it on.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Let's give it to them. Okay, Group Anonymous. Remember, you have to catch up. So let's go. You hear someone talking about AI in movies and they think it's only robots. You hear someone talking about AI in movies and they think it's only robots. How do you explain AI to these people? Okay, the question goes again. You hear someone talking about AI in movies and they think it's only robots. How do you explain AI? You have 10 seconds.
AI means teaching computers to learn and think like humans.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Let's give it to them. Okay, let's go. Your uncle says, we are future coders, right? Future coders. Your uncle says, I don't trust cloud storage. Your uncle says, I don't trust cloud storage. How do you explain what it is? Your uncle says, I don't trust cloud storage. How do you explain what it is?
Cloud storage refers to the means of storing media such as photos and videos over the internet so that it can be accessed from multiple devices.
Okay. Thank you. We'll give it to them. I assume your uncle should be able to understand this perfectly. So I'll give it to you. Okay, we move on to what? Group Anonymous. Are you ready? Yes. Your friend asks for an example of cloud storage. Your friend asks for an example of cloud storage. What will you say?
Google Cloud.
Okay, we'll give it to you. Now, someone asks, what is a database? How do you explain without sounding too technical?
Database is a means of storing and managing data.
Okay, we'll give it to them. Okay, so we move on to Group Anonymous. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, you help a younger sibling search for funny cat videos. What tool did you use? You have only 5 seconds for this. You help a younger sibling search for funny cat videos. What tool did you use? You have 3 seconds.
I use the search engine.
Okay, give it to you. Let's give it to them. Okay, we'll move on to future coders. Okay, future coders, here we go. Your teacher asks for one example of a search engine. What will you answer?
Google Chrome.
Okay, we'll give it to you. Google Chrome, specifically Google. Okay, specifically Google. Google Chrome is the software which you can have other search engines in it. So we can open other search engines in Google Chrome. Okay, but I'm giving it to you because Google is basically the default search engine in Google Chrome. So anytime you open Google Chrome, it automatically goes to Google. So that's why I'm giving it to you. Now we move on to Group Anonymous. Are you ready? Your cousin thinks cybersecurity is about police for computers. How do you explain it? Your cousin thinks cybersecurity is about police for computers. How do you explain it? You have 10 seconds.
So cybersecurity is basically protecting files or documents on a computer or a device. Protecting it from threats. on a device.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. Because it's your cousin. Okay, let's move on to future coders. And this is the last two questions for round one. Last two questions for round one. So, future coders. Someone asks what encryption means. Someone asks what encryption means. How do you explain it with a fun example? Someone asks what encryption means. How do you explain it with a fun example?
Encryption is the act of turning readable text into unreadable text to prevent unauthorized access. For example, I am Kofi can be turned to 1x3v and so on.
Okay. Thank you. Give it to him. Let's give it to him. Okay. So that goes to the last question for this round one. Last question for this round one. So group anonymous, let's go. Your friend uses the password 1234. Your friend uses the password 1234. How will you explain why that is bad? Your friend uses the password 1234. How will you explain why that is bad? You have 10 seconds.
It's bad because it will be easy to break into that friend's account.
Please be specific enough for me. Be specific. Yes, go again. You have 3 seconds. Yes.
It's bad because it will be it's very unsafe because someone from another place may be able to enter your account and do bad things.
So meaning the password is you can easily guess it. Okay, you have to be specific enough. Okay, but I'll give it to you. Let's give it to them. Okay, so now we come to the end of what? Our round one. We come to the end of our round one. And we are going to let our team members, each leader from each team, give us a brief talk about how the round went. What are some of the things that you got from this round? So we start from future coders. How did you see this round one? So that's all you have to tell us. Okay. So yes. Group anonymous, yes.
It was a fun round. You know, it wasn't difficult, but we tried our best. Thank you.
Okay, it wasn't difficult, but you try your best. Wow. Okay. Or you meant to say it was difficult, but you try your best. Okay. You are now making sense. Okay. So, to everyone watching us, thank you for staying with us to the end of round one. So, we are going to mute the sound of the video for some 5 minutes. Then we'll get back to what? Round two. So, if you don't hear anything from us, that's because we are muted for 5 minutes, short break. Then we get back to round two. So, thank you for staying with us and stay with us because we are going to the round two.